everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm here to share with you guys a review on breast pumps. Now, some of you guys use breast pumps and some of you guys don't know anything about them, and I'm here just to show you guys a review on two of them. Since I've had both of my kids, my son is almost 5 years old, so I've had the Medela Pump and Style for about 5 years now, and I was really happy with it when I had this. I got it free from my insurance. What happened is I went through my insurance and it said I only qualified for a hand breast pump, and I'm like, ugh. So what I ended up doing is when I went through a company that I found when Babies R Us existed, and they actually helped me find a breast pump that would work with my insurance, so I didn't pay anything for this. I think this breast pump, it's a little dirty, but this I think was like $150 at the time when this was big. They still make this model. It might have changed a little bit, but they pretty much have the same kind of front with that. And then I wanted to get another breast pump with my daughter because I just felt like I just wanted to get one updated. So I thought I was originally going to get a Medela. I'm like, I want a Medela. That's the way to go. So we ended up changing, you know, hospitals, insurance, and everything. And then I had to go through my doctor to get a breast pump. I had to wait until I was literally like 38 weeks pregnant to get a breast pump. So just every place is different. So I signed up. They didn't give me any options. With the one that I got for Medela, they did give me some options, and that's the one I liked. This one, they just sent it to me, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was getting a Medela because, like, from the research I did, I wanted a Medela, so I had one as a backup just in case. But they ended up sending me the Spectra. Now, this is a Spectra S2 Plus model. There's two models. This is like a pink one, and then there's a blue one. But this one I know they sell at Target for $170. And I got this one absolutely free with my insurance. So before you guys really look into breast pumps, make sure you guys can get a free or a really deeply discounted breast pump from your insurance or doctor. Make sure you guys look into those options because I've seen people who pay money for them, and it's nice just to have one as a backup. Like, you guys can use one at home, and you guys can also use one at work. So now on to the reviews of each one that I like. So one thing that I actually really liked with the Medela is the carrying case. I was like, oh, this has got an awesome carrying case. I like it that it had some pockets with it. I also ended up I bought this myself to pump in the car because with my son, he didn't latch very well, and I just felt more comfortable pumping, and that's the reason why I'm kind of making this video, because there's people out there that don't feel comfortable, you know, breastfeeding, or they just prefer to pump, or there's just many other reasons, and that's why I'm making this video to share with you guys. So like I said, my son didn't latch very well, and I pretty much pumped, and when I pretty much pumped, I think 5 to 6 times a day for several months. And now I have my daughter, and I only pump 3 to 4 times, pretty much 3 times a day. So it's different. I know my milk supply a little bit more. I also take things to increase my supply. And I could do a video if you guys want to see the things I take to increase my supply. I can always make a separate video for that, so please let me know. Well, like I was saying, the Medela, I really liked this case because nobody knows what the heck you got. Like, this is a great thing to bring to work if you guys need to. It's very discreet. Nobody knows what's going on. You just need to have all the parts handy. So I'm going to share with you guys what kind of parts it comes with. Now, one thing this one is, you guys would just plug in the adapter here to either plug it into the car, like I had a car adapter that I bought, or just a regular AC adapter that you plug in. These are where the tubes that plug in. Now, you could do one or the other if you had one breast that had milk and the other one doesn't. I like to just pump them evenly, even though they don't evenly distribute the same amount of milk. This is a button that you guys would push just to kind of change the pumping, because sometimes it pumps fast and sometimes it pumps slow, so you guys can do that. And then here is the button where you guys can control the suckage, I guess is what it is. So it's off, and then you guys can go all the way up, and it does do that. I think I had it all the way to the max when I started breast pumping with this one. Like, it has been a while since I used this, but this is what I really enjoyed. But one thing is, I think I just kept going to the max, and I kept turning it up and turning it up. The one thing I really like with the Spectra, I don't know why I keep saying Scepter, but with the Spectra, it has a digital screen on here, and that's one thing I absolutely like, is because I get to change my cycles and I get to change the suckage. So I have it on pretty much high on both of them. You guys can change it to slow, to fast, to however you guys want. And one thing that I absolutely really like is it saves it for you. So every time I just push that on button, it's already saved, it's already there. I don't have to push any more buttons. And I've unplugged this thing and moved it around and it still saves it. You can also change like different vibration thingies on it, so there is a little bit more options on here. This one might like, I keep shutting the thing, this does not come out of the case, it stays in the case, and if it does, I've never taken it out of the case. But it just depends on what you guys like. But I'm actually happier with the Spectra than I am with the Medela. But one thing that's also really nice that I really like is there are times where I might have to pump at night or in the dark and I can't see what I'm doing, because sometimes I pump in my daughter's room while she's sleeping in there, or I'm just in a room where it's dark. But there is a light on here, and it's got two different types of light. It's got a high and a low. I can see the screen just fine with the low. But that's one thing I really like. Another thing it does have right here is kind of like a little cup holder. And I'm like, what the heck is a cup holder for? It actually does hold the bottles. If you guys need to hold a bottle there or something. I don't really use it, but it does hold like your drinks if you need it to. But that's kind of cool like that. But right now I'm really liking the Spectra, and it's pink, you know, it's pink. So there is this kind of the details on that, and I'm going to share with you guys the accessories that it did come with. So with the Medela, it ended up coming with 2 of the bottles. Now the one thing I don't like about these bottles is they have like the whatever, the ink or the paint or whatever on the bottles. They do come off where it is hard to see where you guys are at. I mean, like I said, I used these for a year straight. I pumped for a little over a year, about 13 months. And I mean, this is how much it got worn off. And not that bad. You can still see the numbers. But there was a time where it was kind of hard. So there is that it's just kind of just printed right on. With the Spectra, they have it printed on the name on here, but the bottles are actually like a hard plastic, if you guys can kind of see that. So you guys can always make sure you can always see how much milk you have in here, and that's one thing I really like, because I will always be able to tell the difference, or I can always tell how much milk I have in here. Okay, with the Medela, I thought they gave me a nipple or something like that, but I couldn't find it at all. So if it does come with a nipple, I don't know where the parts are. But they do give you a cap so you guys can store your milk just like that. They also gave you I lost my little flange thing. They also give you this part. Now there are more parts with Medela to wash, which is okay, but I don't like it. I felt like I was always trying to get this little thing off. Now these have been stuck on here for a while, so I can't get it off, but this yellow thing does come off. It's got like a little membrane on it is what they call it. This is replaceable. You guys can actually buy replaceable ones like this. I think I replaced mine once during the whole time I pumped. Now the more you change it, the better it will get. I'm just a cheap person, so I couldn't get that. But you basically would have this part right here. Now this is the breast flange or whatever. This was 24 millimeters. Worked fine, but you just basically just put it right on there, and then you'd put this yellow thing on, and that is basically the parts. Now I ended up using a tank top that I just cut some holes in it, and I just put that right between the tank top. Now I just used like some cheap tank tops, and I did have to go through it quite a bit. With the Spectra, I was looking forward to just cutting some tank tops. Well, I ended up getting a special bra, and I can put all the links below of all the parts that I've gotten through Amazon. But with this one, I actually got a special bra, and I actually sleep with it on, wake up in the morning, put the nailing flanges right on, or the breast flanges, nailing flange, put those right on, and it's easy to go. I'm hands-free. That's one thing I really like. That's how I edit my videos as well. I'm pumping because it's so easy. So basically with the Medela, you guys just take this cord. Now this cord is a little dirty. I was going to clean it if I got stuck with it, but it's kind of dirty. Now this is more of a harder plastic material. It's you know, nice and smooth. It's basically kind of the same tubing as you guys would use for like an aquarium. It's really soft, really easy, but it did get a lot of condensation inside here, and they say not to get condensation in here, so it was really hard for it to dry. But you just plug it right in the back like that, and then you guys would take your pump and you would just plug it in like that. Now I didn't bring a AC adapter to make you guys hear the sound, but that's all you guys would do. And then you just attach the bottle to that, and that is how that pump goes, which is fine. I liked it. I didn't have a problem with it. I just felt like I had to wash the parts a lot more often. And one thing I do recommend is if you guys do have a Medela breast pump, make sure you get extra parts, especially one of these. The bottle I don't really need extra of because those are super easy to wash, but all of this stuff would have been nice. Now it was harder to get the milk out. Like if you guys let this sit for a while and you didn't let it soak after using it, the milk kind of dried up in here, so it was kind of harder to clean. I had to get like a little fine little brush and clean inside it, so it was a little bit harder to clean with the Medela. The Spectra, I love clean. I mean, this is so easy. All it is just one little part. This is all it is. Now I did not realize this until I started doing this review, but they gave you 4 of these. So they give you 2 28 millimeters and 2 24 millimeters. I can't tell the difference. I didn't know there was a difference until now. I mean, we're going on 2 months of me using this breast pump, and I didn't know this, but I really like it because all it is just this. Like I said, I used that bra and it just goes right that. Now this is the membrane or flange that they give you. It's pretty nice. One thing I don't like about it is if your hands are wet, it's really hard to get off. I mean, I have to like dry my hand off just to pull it off. But what I ended up buying is these little nailing flanges that are a little bit different than this one. Like you guys can tell there's a difference, but I bought a 5-pack of these on Amazon, and like I said, I will put the link below. But I really liked these. I mean, they actually work just fine. From the reviews when I bought it, it actually said that these actually like pump a little bit stronger than these. I haven't really noticed a difference, but I use these all equally the same, but I just prefer these ones over this one because these are super easy to just peel right off because they don't go that deep into the nailing flange. Now I was also told that these fit the Medela, but I cannot get this off. I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't need the membrane, but like they're super stuck on there. But I heard that these work on that, but I have not tried that yet. So yeah, so all you guys do is you just have this, the little flange that just sits right on it. And then you guys have the actual bottle. So you just put that right on. Super easy to clean. This is so clean. This cleans so much easier. I mean, there's hardly any little nooks in there, and it cleans so well. So this is one thing that I really like, is it does clean a lot easier. One thing is that I do like, in case you guys don't have a lot of bottles like this, I use the event bottle, and this I just found out recently, it just clips right to it. So if you guys want to, if you guys are ever like on the road and you can't do dishes or anything, like I said, they give you 4 of these, so you guys can use that, and then just have it go to your bottle, depending on how much milk you get. So that's something that's kind of cool. They did give you the nipples with the lid. I know they did it with the Medela, I just cannot find it. But they give you, like, you know, the pink thing. They give you the nipple. Now this nipple is very close to like actual nipples. I did have my daughter try out of it once, but she's more used to the event nipples, so we don't do that very much. But other than that, that's just super easy like that. And then they give you a little cover to put on the pink thing, so if you guys ever need to just store your milk in this, you can do it. So it's a little bit different, but a little bit more parts to wash, so there is that. What other stuff did I write? I know that the Spectra is a little bit quieter. I think it's just because of the suckage part I have is a little bit on there. So, but other than that, that is pretty much it on the differences. Oh, I forgot to give you guys one more review. So this is the tubes that come with this. Now this is a little bit like, it's not like a smooth, it's kind of like a rubbery type of tube. It doesn't get condensation in it, which I do like, so I don't have to worry about washing that, but it does like collect dust kind of a little bit easier, so as long as you just kind of wipe that clean. Now it does come with these parts to it, so this is a little bit different. So basically what it is, it's kind of like a little alien thing. So you got this little part that you get, and then it comes with this and this. Now moisture gets in here all the time, so I just kind of dry it out every couple days, is let the moisture out. But this is a part I have not washed because it really just doesn't do anything, just kind of helps the pump. So that is one pump extra part, but this is a part that you guys don't need to wash as much. But other than that, that's pretty easy. If I got to choose a breast pump again, I would actually, I hate to say this, I was really hesitant on the Spectra, but I would actually choose the Spectra. So it's up to you guys what you guys like. If you guys are more into a certain brand, there's tons of other brands out there, but these are the ones that I got free from my insurance companies. So definitely let me know if you guys have a preference. You know, I'm just trying to help you guys out in case you don't know what one to get. But other than that, this is the one that I actually really like. There's this more positive things on this than the other one. So if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, please let me know. I'm here to share with you guys, you know, how to save money, also how to, just certain reviews on products. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.